Now, if you decide that copy trading is something that you're very, very interested in, you are the follower or the investor because it is you that would set up your account, you fund it, you link it to a trader of choice, you are the investor. Now, allocation. Allocation refers to the capital assigned to copy trading. Yes. When you fund your account, you can allocate a certain percentage of your equity for copy trading. Our PU Prime platform, copy trading platform rather, allows such kind of adjustments. Now there's the risk management part where you control the stop losses, the limits, the take profits in percentages. You can decide how much you want to make in profits, how much you want to risk to make profits, all of that is the risk. It's basically just falls under the risk management part. Now the performance fee. Also remember that I talked about the profit share and all of that. It can also be called the performance fee, where you share the profits and you pay it to the trader. Now, I'll just also like to add that the performance fee or the profit split is done automatically. So the system does it automatically and pays it directly to the trader whose trades you're copying. So as a copy trader, most times, say about 12 midnight Lagos time or Nigerian time, you would notice that a certain amount has been deducted from the profits that the trader made or makes for you. So that deduction is the profit split or the percentage that is due to the trader whose trades you're copying. So when you wake up in the morning and you look at your history and you see that these deductions have been made, please do not panic. It is typically the performance fee for the trader because the trader that you're copying is not trading for free. So we'll move on to the next slide. Now, who uses copy trading? I'm sure a lot of us would have wondered, who are the people that typically maximize copy trading? Well, copy trading is, I like to think of copy trading as a one size fits all. Yes, it can suit different investor profile. If you're a beginner, copy trading is definitely for you. You're starting out and you don't know anything about forex trading, you just want to earn from the global financial markets, it is for you. If you're a busy professional, you want to make market exposure without constant monitoring, say you have a 9 to 5 or you're an entrepreneur, you don't have time to really sit and analyze the charts, copy trading is for you. If you are a diversified investor, that means you're somebody that typically just wants to earn passively from different sources. You do affiliate marketing, you want to earn from the global financial market, you want to earn from the stock market, you are a diversified investor, you just like to spread your investments across borders. Well, copy trading is definitely for you. And if you are a learner, well, let us also know that being a beginner and being a learner are two different things. You can be a beginner, you're basically new to all of these things. Now, if you're somebody that is really learning how to analyze the market, our copy trading platform allows you to earn while you are learning. So you can be earning and learning at the same time. So as a learner, copy trading is most definitely for you as well. So we'll move on to the next slide. Well, that brings me to the end of my presentation, and I hope that with all of these brief explanations, you or most of us have come to terms with copy trading and some very familiar terminologies related to copy trading on the PU Prime platform. And that brings me to the end of my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Ijoma, for the wonderful presentation. So I'm going to be ushering in our next speaker. So our next speaker is Mr. Henry. He's going to be taking us on, our copy trading platform, the different platforms we have in PU Prime for copy trading. And he's going to be showing us how we can properly utilize this platform. You have learned what copy trading is from Miss Ijoma. So now you're going to learn what platform you can actually utilize the copy trading, and you can see the practical ways you can actually start implementing copy trading using our platform. Mr. Henry, over to you, please. Thank you so much.
All right, confirm if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yes, I see your screen, sir.
Hello?
Yes, we can
Uh,
see your screen. We can hear you. We can see your screen. Please go on.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Lagos. My name is Henry Okeke. I'm popularly known as Henry Smart Money. All right, so I won't be going too much into details about myself. So today, what we'll be looking at is basically how copy trading works, how to identify and select suitable signal providers, how to control their risk and exposure, how both traders and investors can leverage the skills of others through the copy trading ecosystem. I believe you have heard about you guys have heard about the previous speaker and what she has explained so far, about, those that can actually, copy, these signal providers. All right. So, but let me just simply explain what, copy trading is. Very, very simple. Copy trading allows anyone, right? Allows anyone, whether it's an investor, to replicate the trades and strategy of another trader automatically. All right. So if you can see here the overview of the copy trading solution, which says the PU Prime copy trading is an automated trading solution that allows users to select a signal provider and automatically replicate that trader's position in their own account. All right. So people don't really understand how this function, but it's a designed software in the PU Prime website whereby your trades can be replicated. So which means you are leveraging on the skills of these signal providers. You are leveraging on what they know. So it's hands-free. Basically, you can get to what copy their trades if you cannot actually execute these trades by yourself. All right. So we can see you can see a signal provider, which means a trader who makes their trading strategy available for others to copy. So what it means is a signal provider is an expertise that have shown decades of experience trading the financial market. So he is a signal provider in the PU Prime World platform. All right. And you can see that the solution is designed to give less experienced or time constrained traders access to trading strategies without having to execute every trade themselves. Okay, so you can see our previous speaker also talked about the people that can copy the signal providers, right? Which she mentioned busy professionals, she mentioned diversified investors, beginners, and learners, right? So these are the what individuals that can get to what copy these signal providers, right? And for those that don't have an account, you can go to the PU Prime app to download what the PU Prime app and also get to what register and get register a copy trading account to get to copy what these signal providers. Now let's move further. Now you can see fast and easy account opening, download, and go to Play Store to download it, register, you fund, and you would start what copying and connect your account to this what signal providers. Now let's talk about how the word platform works. I love this platform because it's a very easy word process, and the step by step is very very easy. It is not too difficult, right? Now the first thing, like I said, is what go open and fund an account, which means that the users, get to register first of all, verify their account, and fund that account. Because I understand that before you got into this platform, somebody must have called you on the phone, right? So whichever have called you on the phone, you get back to them and ask, how can I what? Get to register and verify my account. And the second thing is what? To browse signal what providers. All right. So users can what evaluate available traders and their performances before choosing whom to follow. Okay, I'm going to explain this further. Number 3 is select a strategy provider, which means the copier chooses a trader based on factors such as performance, risk, and trading history. So in essence, this is trying to say that when you get to the copy trading part where you have to connect your account to these signal providers, you need to look at, first of all, the risk on that account. I like to look at the risk before I am connecting my account to the signal provider. I look at the trajectory of that, trading performance. How far, how many months, how long that that particular signal provider has traded for. I look at the trading history before I connect my account to that signal provider. And we also look at the copying parameters, right? PU Prime provides 3 major copy modes. All right, so the copy parameters is just simply talking about when you connect your account to this signal provider, then you can now look at, for example, you can say, I want to use so and so amount to copy the signal provider. I want to put my stop loss on 50% or 60%. So these are the parameters that you put in before you would connect your account. Now, this is the parameters I'm trying to talk about. We have equivalent used margin, right? Which means copied position size is determined according to the provider's margin usage. Let me explain this. So now this is talking about, let's say, for example, you have $100, right? And $100, you want to copy a signal provider. And that signal provider on his or the parameter there, you would simply see minimum for that particular signal provider. So let's say you see a minimum of $50 or $20 as the case may be. So which means you are eligible to copy that signal provider. So what it's trying to say is that the margin size of that your equity, it's equivalent to what he has because of the specified minimum investment to copy that signal provider. Then we have fixed lot. Fixed lot, which means the copier specifies the lot size to use. Okay. You can decide to say, okay, irrespective of the lot size that this signal provider has, this is the particular lot size, which means the risk I want to accept for this particular trade. Then we have fixed multiples. The copier specifies a multiplier of that provider trade size, which means if, for example, the signal provider opens one position, you are saying, I want one position also. So if you are increasing the multiplier, which is also saying you are increasing the position size of that particular trade. Automatic trade replication. Please, can you guys hear me? So that I know you guys are following me. Thumbs up if you are hearing me. I need a thumbs up. All right. Automatic trade replication. When a signal provider opens or closes trades, the corresponding trades automatically replicated in the copier's account. So what it means is that when you connect your account to these signal providers, irrespective of the trades that is being, current trades on that signal provider account, that trade gets executed under your account that you connected it to. Because in several cases where I have a client that connects their account to a signal provider, they immediately say, oh, I'm seeing a trade already in that account. So which means that immediately you connect your account to that signal provider, trade is being executed there because there is a current trade on that signal provider's account. Then the next one is monitor and control. Monitor and control. The copier can monitor positions manually. The copier can monitor positions, manually close trades, pause copy, or stop copy. So when we say this is hands-free, we are not saying you cannot make a decision on how to control your risk, on how to close the account. So we are not saying that is the case. What we're saying is that you can monitor the trades because the trades is being executed by the signal provider. So which means you can monitor it anywhere you are around the world. So there is no limit to what you can actually do. So the only thing you can actually not do is to open trades by yourself, which only the signal provider can do that. But you can pause copy, you can stop copy if you are not satisfied with what you are seeing on that account. Users can also copy multiple strategies simultaneously, provided they have sufficient funds. Now, this is what I said earlier on. For example, you have $200 and you say, okay, I want $100 to go for this signal provider because I am satisfied with what I'm seeing with its performance. Then you can now copy this particular signal provider on $100. Then the remaining $100 is a different signal provider. Okay, let's move on. Key features. The key features that we have on the copy trading platform, we have automatic trade copy. Okay, automatic trade copy. Trades from selected signal providers are automatically replicated, reducing the need for manual execution. I've said this. The next one is multiple copy modes. The three modes: equivalent margin, fixed lot, and fixed multiple, which I've already explained. The next one is the risk management controls. Copiers can control the exposure rather than simply copying the provider's position size blindly. This is where fixed loss comes in. All right, you can say, okay, irrespective of what I'm seeing, my fixed loss is this. This is what I want for my fixed lot. You can decide, you can choose your risk. So you can't say, okay, because I'm copying this signal provider, anything that happens on the signal provider account happens to me. That is not the case. The case is you can control your risk. That is what it means here. PU Prime specifically highlights the ability to start, stop copy, and manage positions together with the 3 copy modes. Okay, I love this. I love this because it gives us an options of how we can control our risk. So we have performance transparency. So which means user can assess signal providers using performance information and rankings before deciding whom to copy. Now, why I love this performance transparency, you see, if you go to the copy trading feature on the PU Prime platform, you will see there's something called rankings. That is what I love about PU Prime. They usually rank the best signal provider based on the performances that they have seen for that particular week. So they just put the ranking of this best signal provider. And performances is not based on profits. Performances is also based on the risk. So you can see somebody making, good amounts of money, but the risk is quite high. But you see another person make probably close to good amounts of money, but the risk is quite less. So PU Prime knows how to gauge this, performances and puts the best, signal providers at their ranking, positions. So when you go to the feature, you can be able to see these guys there, the top guys who are doing well in their trading executions. So the next one, you can see what you look out for before copying a trader, which I've already said. You can see, obviously you can see this guy here, 12 months total. You can see the total number of trades, which is over 2,735. You can see the max drawdown, unrealized P&L. So unrealized P&L is the current, profit and loss. All right, the current one, which is about 21,574 US dollars, right? Then you can see the returns there, which is that is over 1,100.38%. This is good. This is good from all indications. So look at the returns in percentage. Now you can see the market traded, which I love. This is how PU Prime. That is what you are actually going to see on the dashboard of this signal provider. So when you click on this particular signal provider, you can see the dashboard, the market traded, how long they have traded. So you can see this USD CAD 28%, CAD CHF 18%. So if you look at this, now you will see which which pair has the highest. Now we can see USD CAD is the highest with over 28%. So if you're the kind of trader that likes, okay, I prefer this guy trades more on the currency. So I like let me put my $100 in this guy because it trades more on currency. Then you can say this one also trades more on commodity. I will put my $100 because it trades more on commodity. You see how you are diversifying your portfolio. You're not putting all eggs in one basket. So you are simply saying, I like this, the way the performance of this guy. I'm going to copy this guy. Then you can just, do your due diligence when connecting your account to any signal provider. Now going further, we look at the multiple strategies. So a user isn't restricted to only one signal provider, which I just mentioned. Multiple strategies can be copied simultaneously, subject to what available of funds. Then you can see real-time monitoring, which I've also said. Copiers can monitor their copied positions and manage them while they are copying. Pause and stop functionality, I've said that also. Signal provider, profit sharing. So I think this is what our first speaker was saying about profit sharing, which means signal providers can earn from the users who copy their strategies. So PU Prime currently, advertises profit sharing of up to 50%. So far, I have not seen any signal provider that takes up to 50%. I think the minimum I've seen is 30%, right? High watermark profit sharing mechanism. So PU Prime uses a high watermark plus 14 others approaches for profit sharing. So we have signal providers which they can take their profit sharing daily, weekly, or monthly, whichever the case may be. All right, so this is also good. So we have the PU Prime app where you can download on the PU Prime Play Store, on the Play Store. Then we have PU Social, which is another application where you can also go and look for signal providers right there. And also on the PU Prime website, also you can also go there and look for signal providers. Now, what makes PU Prime copy trading different? I would position its differentiation around 5 areas, which basically that's what I'm going to do. Number one, control rather than blind copy. Control rather than blind copy. So a major point is the copier can determine how much of the provider's trades to replicate through fixed lot, fixed multiple, or equivalent margin. Like I said, when copying a signal provider, don't just copy blindly. All right, look at the performances there before taking a decision. Number two, performance-driven provider selection. Now, the platform emphasizes data and rankings to help users to compare strategies rather than simply choosing a trader based on popularity. So it's not about popularity here. So even if, for example, you are seeing, they always talk about this guy, whichever name it may be, still look at the performance, you look at the risk, and if you see if your $100 or $200 is what can copy this particular signal provider, right? Ability to diversify. I always emphasize on this. Always to a lot of traders, always diversify your portfolio. You can't just say you want to copy one person all the time, because of the performance. No, users can follow multiple strategies simultaneously rather than depending entirely on one trader. Okay, so two-sided ecosystem. PU Prime isn't only an investment copying platform. It also creates an opportunity for skilled traders to become signal providers, to build a following and potentially earn profit sharing. So this is actually very, very interesting. Why I said it's interesting is because because PU Prime has a platform whereby you learn how to trade. So in as much as you are connecting your account and you are copying a particular signal provider, you're also learning how to trade to become an expert. Now, when you become an expert, you can also become a signal provider yourself, because you do what you now know how to trade. Then you can now extend that knowledge to other clients that want to do or copy your trades. Now, this creates a network: trader, strategy, copiers, trading volume, provider earning. All right. Number 5, designed for both beginners and experienced traders. All right. A beginner can use copy trading to access an experienced trader strategy, which I just mentioned, right? While an experienced trader can use the platform to attract followers and monetize their trading experience. Another amazing thing about PU Prime platform is the monetization here, right? You're making money off from the skills of this expertise. You're also making money off from what your knowledge. Okay, I have had the privilege of meeting several skilled traders who are still copying other experts. So if you know this is ways for you to make money off from a signal provider expertise, then you make money off him in as much as you are experience. So we have signal providers who are also using that advantage to how they want to earn. They have like a structured way of earning, so they want to earn in different ways. So now this is our target users. Primary target users, beginners traders, like I said, off from the bottom, beginners, intermediate traders, the people that want exposure to the financial market but don't yet have the sufficient technical analysis or trading experience. So for newbies, this is for you. Value proposition: follow experienced traders while learning from their strategies. This is very, 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 very interesting. So follow experienced traders while learning from their strategies. So as you are learning, you are earning. I'm sure some of us have heard that word before. As you are learning, you are doing what? You are earning. So you are not just stuck on just earning alone, because an average human being just wants to earn. They don't want to learn. But we are already in a dispensation whereby we need to enhance our learning. We need to increase our knowledge on how the market works. For some of us that don't even understand what CPI and NFP is, we have people making money off those things there. And some of them are connected to the copy trading. So they're not stuck on one thing. They're always looking for ways to do to make money. Number two, time constrained professionals. So people who want exposure to trading but don't have the time to monitor charts and execute trades throughout the day. Now, the thing is, there is a saying that the market is not your father's house, right? So it's not all the time you look at the charts. You see somebody looking at the chart 24/7. But it's not making one naira out of it. So it's all about making informed decision here. Informed decision can be you are connecting your account to this expertise, number one, taking advantages of the opportunities that is being brought out by PU Prime, right? Structure how your earnings needs to come in, not just looking at the chart. So there are people that don't have time to look at the chart, so they make informed decisions every day. Value proposition: let the platform replicate selected strategies while you focus on other activities. So for some of us that are here, you have other things that you are doing. Allow these signal providers to help you make money, right? Passive, less active investors. So users looking for a relatively hands-off approach to trading. So like I said, in as much as it is hands-free, it is also you can also control how your risk you can also control how you control your risk. Value proposition: access, passive, less active investors. So user looking for a relatively hands-free approach to trading. So moving on, experienced traders. Experienced traders can become signal providers, like I've mentioned. Okay, you can see most copied strategies that I also displayed here. We have some of them here. These are people that have ranked among the best guys so far, but at the same time, you also need to check for their performances too. So I think we've come to the end of this. We've come to the end of this stage. I believe some of us have learned one or two things. So if you have any questions in respect to what I've said, just drop it down towards the end. I'm going to answer them. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening. All right. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Henry. Just in a few minutes, we're going to have a giveaway by Mr. Victor, one of our analysts at PU Prime. So, Mr. Victor, just over to you. Okay, I think Mr. Victor is taking some time. So Dr. Bright can go ahead with his presentation. Dr. Bright is going to be speaking on the copy trade user journey. So, Dr. Bright, you have the floor.
Hello. Hello, everyone. I don't know if I'm audible enough.
Good evening, sir. You're audible.
Okay. So sorry about the noise. Okay. Thank you, Henry, for your wonderful presentation. So this one is going to be more like a practical. So I'm going to be opening the copy trading app and showing you guys one or two things of how to actually copy a trader, how to connect your account, and how to copy a trader. So, but the first thing you need to know is that you need to meet the person who invited you for this meeting to give you your registration link, right? So that you will be properly registered. Let him or her guide you through the registration process, and then
What
after,
happened?
well, can
How many children?
Dr. Bright, please unmute.
okay, all right. So once you've been registered, the next thing to do, right, is to go to your copy trading app, right? So this copy trading app, this particular one I'm using is called PU Social, right? So for the sake of this webinar, I'm going to be using this PU Social as an example of how you can connect your account to a trader, of how you can copy a good trader. And I'll be showing you the steps of how to copy the trader, right? So after you must have registered your account and created your MT5 account, the next thing for you to do now is to link your copy trading account to link your
Dr.
account
Bright,
to
your
the copy.
screen is not showing.
Oh, okay.
Your slide is not showing.
Let me share it again. Let me share it again. So can you see my screen now? Um, is my Mr. Rotimi, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So all right. So as I was saying, right, after you must have created your account, the next thing for you to do is to download the PU Social Copy Trading app. So this app is called PU Social, right? And this app has a lot of traders that you can copy from and automate your trades, right? So the first thing to know is you have to link your MT5 or MT4 trading account to this app. You have to select the server, put in your account number, and put in the password, right? So let's let's quickly. So let's just assume. Sorry about that. Just a second. So now you select your server. Let's say your server is MT5 PU Prime Live. You type in your MT5 number, right? After you must have typed in the number, you type in the password, right? Once you type in the password, you have to click on Done, right? Once you've clicked Done, the next thing for you to see is your account interface, right? And you will notice at the top that this place is showing not connected. This place I'm cycling over now, showing not connected. So that is to show you that you have connected your trading account, but you haven't started copying a trader yet. So right, you have to click on the discover button. This place I am circling over right now. And once you've clicked on the discover button, you'll then go through all the traders that we have on the platform. So like I said before now, there are over 1,000 traders, and Mr. Henry and Mr. and Ijeoma pointed out some things that you should take note of, right? So let's open a signal provider, an example for one of these signal providers that you can copy actually. So look at the database of the trader, and let me point out some information for you right here. First of all, you look at the profitability, the realized return in percentage. This particular trader has done over 360% since he started trading around November last year. This particular trader too has gotten over 60,000 cents, right? Which is over $600 since he started trading, because this account is a cent account. And currently the balance of the trader is around 40,000 cents. And if you check again to see other statistics, you get to see also the trades, the total number of trades the trader has taken since he started trading, and also how many traders are currently copying this trader. You get to see all those information, right? So let me still open another signal provider, and so let me just search for another one called Lexo. So this Lexo guy is one of the top traders that we have on the platform that has been trading since 2024. So imagine your account, you have an account copying this particular trader since 2024. And imagine how much you would have made since then. This particular trader has made over 2,500 percent in returns, right? And over $10,000 profits. So if you had money, let's say in 2024, and you started copying this guy, by now, I don't know how much you would have made in percentage, right? So, but this is just basically it. So we're going to be copying this particular Lexo guy, and I'll be showing you how you can copy this guy, right? So the first thing for you to do is to click on copy at the top, right? This copy. This place I'm circling over. Mind you, this guy has 1,397 persons that are copying him, right? And there are different traders that have over 1,000. Some have 10,000 copiers, right? But I'm just for sake of example, I'm using this particular guy for instance, right? So look at how much this guy has made this year. Like this guy has made $983,000 for people that are copying him this year. Just last month, he made over $130 for people, right, that are copying him. So now, once you click on copy, after you must have linked your MT5 or MT4 to this copy trading app, once you click on copy, it will take you down to this next page. Very important. If I were you, I'll be taking screenshots of this thing so that you have an example, an idea of what you will expect when you're doing your copy trading as well, right? So once you click on copy, first of all, take note of this place they call trade size, right? Mind you, this guy charges 30%. So whatever profit he makes for you, at the end of the day, 30% of that profit will be deducted from your account, right? So you click on the trade size, the select. Now, always consult your account manager before you do this, right? I'm just giving you a basic overview, right? But your account manager knows better because he knows how much you will be starting with. So now this particular place is dependent on how much you're starting with. So if you're starting with $1,000, there's a particular settings for it. If you're starting with $500, there's a particular settings for it. If you're starting with $100, there's a particular settings for it. If you're starting with 10,000, right? So, but your account manager knows better, depending on the person you're copying, right? So, right, for the sake of this example, I'll be clicking on proportional by equity. So what does this proportional by equity means? It means that I am telling the app to pick trades on my account in direct proportion to the equity of the trader. So for example, now, if I am copying this guy with $1,000 and this guy has $10,000 on his account, if this guy is picking trade, let's say with 0.10 on his account, on my account, it will be picking trade with 0.01. It will be picking in proportion to my own capital so that it won't be so risky on my account. But like I said, your account manager knows better. Consult your account manager before you do this settings. So I'm clicking on proportional by equity. Now, the next thing you see is the proportion size. This side that they wrote 1, proportion 1. Very important. Some people want to make more profits, right? They will go and select their proportion to be proportion 10, which is very, very dangerous, or proportion 2, right? The best place to leave your proportion is 1. If you even want to make it safer, you can even go like 0.7, 0.8, thereabout to make it safer. Right, so you click on these two check boxes if you want to copy the existing trade, or if you don't want, right, and then you click on copy. Once you click on copy, it will just show you this thing called success, right? And then if you click on OK, fine. But one thing I love about PU Prime is the general stop loss that PU Prime has set on this account that you can set yourself, right? So if you want to set that stop loss on your account, you click on max drawdown. So once you click on max drawdown, it will take you to this interface, right? The stops, the soft stop level, and also the hard stop level, right? So I do tell my friends, my family, or people who I am telling about copy trading that this place is very important. You protect your capital. So I do tell them protect at least 50% of your capital, right? So that in case anything, God forbid, we're not saying that you're going to have a loss, but just to be on the safer side, it's better you protect your capital to some extent, right? So 50% of your capital is always sensible to protect at every point in time. So if you want to protect 50% of your capital, you type 50 at the hard stop level. You can just leave the stop level to be 0%. That will be fine, right? So then you click on confirm, right? Once you click on confirm, um, you click on this agree and confirm. Once you do that, your account will automatically be copying the signal provider. Once you click on, right now, you're saying it's unable to update the drawdown percentage levels because currently P switcher is undergoing maintenance, but the maintenance should be done before morning. So that's why it's showing me this error message. But right now, we've actually copied Lexo, and you can see right now that um, what's it called? That's it's showing strategies here. The strategies here is showing um, Lexo right now that I'm copying this Lexo. It's not showing not connected because he hasn't started picking trades. The market is still the market, the forex market hasn't opened. It's going to be opening, let's say 11 p.m. tonight, right? And then soon as it's connected, soon as the market is open, it's going to be connected and trades will soon start picking up, right? So this is just a basic breakdown of how you can copy a good signal provider. So, but like I said, try to check the data is available on the page. See how much percentage the trader has made, how much the trader has lost, and also inquire from your accounts manager the best person to copy because he or she knows better than you. He has been in this copy trading for a long time now. So thank you, and that will be all for now.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Bright, for that wonderful and on point presentation. And I want us all to just sit still. We still have a lot to show you tonight. And the next segment is going to be anchored by Mr. Oluwafemi. He's a senior business development manager with PU Prime, and he's going to be anchoring this session on live platform presentation. And I tell you don't want to miss this session. So just sit still while Mr. Oluwafemi takes over for his session. Mr. Oluwafemi, over to you now.
The platform tends to offer. But right now, what we'll be doing or what we'll be doing together is just for me to give us a live demonstration of what we can actually, a live demonstration of what we can actually see and how we can actually navigate the copy trade interface. What you have before now, or what you can see right now, a copy trading, you can actually come down to copy trading. Now, this is copy trading. This one now, you see copy trading. Now, when you get to copy trading, the next thing you can do is come to discover. Now, you come to discover, and once you click on, okay, let me go out so that we can see this. So let me come to this discover place now. All right. So while this is loading, Just a minute. It's the platform is loading. I believe you can hear me, right? So,
Yes, we can.
oh, okay, all right. So I'm trying to load the platform. So now this is Discover for copy trading. So I just come to Discover. Now, having clicked on Discover this way, just like Henry did said that you have some people that you have them on spotlight, right? So all these are actually on the spotlight. You have top traders, you have highest annual return, you have lower people with high win rates, people with high win rates. So the first thing to do is how users can actually discover traders or strategies. Now, once you log in, you can decide to pick anyone from top traders, highest annual return, low risk and stable return, or people with high win rate. So whichever one. So you just pick on any one of them. So for an example, let's take on this particular person, millionaire 001, millionaire 001. So we'll click on this particular icon, and I'm clicking on this particular icon. The next thing it does is to give us an overview of what this person has been doing. Now, it gives us an overview of what this person has been doing. Now, some of the performance metrics or informations that are relevant to both you and I, what we need to know is this. Now, the first thing is for us to look at the overview of this person. Now, maximum daily return, which you get from this particular client, is 54%. And I can hear somebody saying that's wonderful. Of course, whatever amount you are bringing on board. Imagine you starting off with let's say as little as even $1,000, and every day on cursor on each of these candle, you see 1.27% here, this one 1.4%, 1.03%, 1. And it tells you that the list of what you can actually achieve is endless. Of course, much more money from different corporate traders. Signal provider, he has actually had one this person has had. This person has gold 172 times, cryptocurrency Sorry for that break in transmission. That was the network. All right. So as I was saying, I believe you can hear me. If you can hear me, just let me get an emoji from you. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can
Oh,
now.
all right. Thank you, Anika. All right. So as I was saying, for this particular copy trader, we can
Yes.
actually see the trade statistics from this person and what the person has been able to do. You have the person trading metals, crypto indices, forex, commodities, and the likes. And if you look at the win rate for all these instruments, of course, these are actually the win rate for this particular person. Of course, for gold, the person has been wonderful, 99.41%. Of course, that's excellent. So you can actually see that. Now, another thing is this: you can also look at the copy asset under management. Now, what do I mean by copy asset under management? It tells us about the totality of funds that this person is managing, including your own funds too, the totality of the funds that the person is managing. Now, for this person now, this person is roughly around $18,000, getting close to $21,000 that this person is managing, that this person is managing. Now, this particular trader has been active since 2024. 26/12/2024. That's 26/24. So you can actually see that this person has been in the system for quite some time. Of course, this is 2026, so it's been in the system for quite some times now. And also, if you look at these active copiers, this is to tell us about how many number of people are copying this particular trader. This particular trader has 1,999 person. So if you are joining this particular person this night, of course, be joining this particular person. So you can actually see that, of course, he has substantial number of people copying him. So if he has not been doing well, definitely you don't see a lot of people copying him. So with this cumulative copiers, of course, because another thing is this that you need to look at is average holding time. Now, for this particular person, this person, when it comes to the average holding time, of course, this is not more than 2 hours stable week. Then aside these two, you look at the risk now. The risk percent of this, the risk percentage of this particular copier is just 3%, which is very very good, which is very very good. Not bad. Yes, very very good. Not so bad. Two. Henry did talked about profit share ratio, which means whatever the signal provider person with this, you can actually see how much they would be getting from whatever profit they actually make for you. Now, aside these two, I want to take a minute to actually demonstrate how copy trading is initiated. Now, you can see this copy trading copy link here. You can see this copy link here. All you need to do is to initialize this copy link. Now, let's click on it. Copy. Now, immediately you click on this copy link, it would give you something of this nature. Of course, exactly what you have here, Dr. Bright also explained more of this thing, same as Mr. Henry too. So you have copy mode where he talked about equivalent used margin, fixed lot, as well as fixed multiple. So depending on what your own scope is, if you want to use, you want to just do a kind of a mirror of the um, capital you have, you want that person to do a kind of mirror of your capital, and on that basis, place trade for you. You can actually use what you call equivalent use margin. Then, if you want to make use of fixed lot size, it means whether the signal provider takes more or a higher lot size, you just want to be regulated or regimented to just a single lot size. Then when it comes to fixed multiples, that means you want to always multiply whatever your signal provider is actually taking for you. So depending, but most people would likely use equivalent used margin. Now, for this place which you have investments, what you will be putting on this particular investment is how much you want to use in copying the person, how much you want to use in copying the provider. That's how much exactly you'd be putting at this particular point. Now, then use margin multiples, of course, you maintain this one part to happen, of course. So, but in case of eventualities, if you want your trade to actually be stopped at a particular point, you make use of this risk management, which we call stop loss. So, what it means is that once that person is going into, or that trade is going into negative, immediately it touches the exact proportion which you are saying, it yanks you off that particular trade so that you can actually be protected. You can actually be protected. So aside that, you can decide to take profit yourself manually, or you want it to automatically do that. Then lot round up and copy open trades. For this copy open trades, what it means is that if the trader you are copying existingly as a trade, and you do not join that trade from the beginning, if you leave it at copy open trade, what it do is that it automatically copy the trades which you have on. But if you remove this, it won't copy the existing trade that the person is on. Then this way, the next thing you do is to click on submit. So once you click on submit, you'd see that once you click on submit, that account would automatically start copy trading. It automatically starts copy trading. So I think that's all on how you as a person could get someone to copy from the platform, and also tend to analyze them based on some of the performance and some of the things which they are actually. So over to the next speaker. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Oluwafemi, for that wonderful presentation. Now, at this point, we're going to have a session where there will be a giveaway. So just stay tuned. I'm going to call on Mr. Victor right now, and he's going to anchor this section. Mr. Victor, over to you.
All right. Good evening, everybody. I'm sure you've been learning a lot from the previous sessions that has been going on. If you've been learning a lot and you are ready for this giveaway, can I get a fire emoji in the comment section? Just put down a fire emoji if you can hear me clearly. If you're set for this giveaway and you've been learning a lot, let me get a fire emoji. So get your keyboards ready. Get ready to also answer the questions I'm going to be dishing out. So right now we're going to be doing airtime giveaway. We're going to be doing airtime giveaway. I mean, whatever network you use, we're going to be doing airtime giveaway. So I'm going to ask 2 questions. The first person that gets the answer wins the airtime, and you'll be credited immediately and automatically. All right. The first question I'm going to be asking goes thus. From the speakers that have spoken so far, what are some of the benefits of copy trading you've learned from this platform? What are the benefits of copy trading? Let me get the answers in the comment section. What are some of the benefits of copy trading? Okay, I'm going to be asking the second question immediately as well, so we don't stay so long or take too much time on this. I'm not seeing answers in the comment section. Is there anyone with an answer? What are some of the benefits of copy trading? Okay, I think we got our first answer from Mr. Tsunji. All right. He spoke about passive income. All right. So that is one of the benefits of copy trading. I mean, you don't have to actively do anything. From the comfort of your house, you can actually make money. So, Mr. Tunji, can you please drop your number, your phone number? You'll be credited with an airtime. The next question. All right. Some of us have answered late. All right. So take advantage of this next question. Next question. I mean, you're all correct. You're all correct for these answers. You're all correct. Okay, the next question goes thus. Are you ready? While Mr. Femi was speaking, he spoke of a tool that we can use for the purpose of protection. There's a tool in the copy trading app. What is the name of that tool that we can actually use for copy protection? Let me know who actually took that. He said that not so long now. Very good. Hard stop. Very good. That is the straight answer. So, I mean, if you had missed any of this from those questions, you definitely would have learned 1 or 2 things. So, can you please, this person that answer now, you don't have a specific name. It goes GDHFHD. Can you please drop your phone number? You're also going to be credited with an airtime. Quickly drop your phone number so that we can move on from this session. All right, I'll hand over to you now, Mr. Rotimi. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you for that very wonderful session, Mr. Victor. Now, at this point, I'm going to be taking a segment in this event tonight, and it's talking about copy trading risk management. Now, when it comes to trading, risk management is very, very important, to your overall profitability in the forex trading space. And copy trading is not an exception, in this particular area. So the question is, what really is risk management? And we say that risk management is a process of limiting different types of risk associated with forex trading. Now, there's risk in trading, just like there's risk in any other business. However, the beautiful thing about trading is that you can actually limit your risk if you can follow the right rules and instructions on how to do that. So that makes trading a bit safe if you can follow the instructions on how to limit your risk. Now, the goal of risk management actually is for capital preservation. When people don't protect their capital, that's when you hear all sort of things happening. But if you can preserve your capital, with the right risk management tool, you discover that you can survive longer in the market and you can become more profitable overall at the end of the day. Now, the risk involved can be minimized if we make use of the following risk management features which are available on the copy trading platform of PU Prime. Now, the first risk management tool is just about you yourself that want to do copy trading. You need to learn to do your personal research before connecting to any signal provider. You see a lot of providers on our platform, but then you don't need to jump at everyone you see. You need to do a personal research about each person to know the one that is suitable for you. Now, during the course of your research, look out for the following things. One, how long has this signal provider been on the platform? Sometimes you may just see someone on the platform that has an impressive result, maybe a 30, 50, 100% result, but percent return, but it could be in a month. Now, a month is too short for you to validate the professionalism of a signal provider. It's preferable that the person you want to copy has spent between 3 to 6 months or more on the platform and has also been doing consistent results over the course of that period, because you'll be saving yourself a lot of headache. You'll be doing more of risk management if you follow this step I'm telling you. Check out that person. How long has he been on the platform? Has he always had consistent results? If his result is in the range of 10, 11, 13%, that person is a conservative trader. If it's in the range of 20, 30, 25%, that person can be a bit of a mid-term risk trader. So you need to check that person. Do your research on the person you want to copy. And just like Dr. Bright also said, you may also consult your account manager in the course of this research to give you more insight. The next thing also you want to check on that research is that you want to check the drawdown on this person's account. You are still practicing risk management, because you don't want to connect your account to someone that has a high drawdown. Drawdown talks about the risk on your account, the negative trades, which could become a huge loss. So what is the drawdown on this person's trades? Is it having 5%, 10%? Or more? The higher the drawdown, the higher the risk of connecting to certain signal providers. So you want to make sure that this person has a low drawdown. Maybe a 5 or 10% drawdown is still reasonable compared to a 30% drawdown or something higher than that. So you want to check how long the person has been on the platform, the drawdown of that person's trades. Then also, is the signal provider, is he an aggressive or a conservative trader? Now that I'll explain that. An aggressive trader is someone that wants a high return, and in the course of getting that high return, they take a lot of risk. When somebody is doing some 30, 50, 100% return in a month, that is actually an aggressive trader. Now, the goal of aggressive trading is to get high return in a short period of time, but there's a clause there. There's going to be a huge risk, on your capital, on your equity. Whereas on the other hand, a conservative trader is looking for minimal returns over a period of time with a goal of capital preservation. So it now depends on your own investment goal as an individual. What kind of investor are you truly? Are you an aggressive investor or a conservative investor? So you want to search for the kind of signal provider that matches your own investment goal. So if you're a conservative investor, then you want to look out for signal providers with conservative returns of 5, 10, or maximum 15%. That is conservative, and the capital can be better preserved that way compared to the one that wants a high return, which comes with the high risk. But then the choice is yours. Just make sure you go for the kind of signal provider that matches your investment goal. Now, the second point which we want to look at are the tools of risk management on our platform is stop loss. Now, you need to learn to activate stop loss on your trades. Now, there are two. We have it there that activate stop loss feature on your trading account. This will protect your trades and your account. Now, there are two types of stop loss feature which we have. There is a trade level stop loss. Now, the trade level stop loss is the one that your signal provider will the signal provider will apply on the trades, because you're going to be copying someone. You're not doing manual trading. If you're doing manual trading, you have to apply your stop loss by yourself. But if you're doing copy trading, it's a signal provider that activates this particular stop loss, and the signal provider will have to put it on every trade, both stop loss and take profit. That is the goal of that is actually to protect every trade also, so that in case if some goes bad, your capital can still be preserved. But then there is still a second level of stop loss, which is account level. Now, this one is called equity stop loss, and the same thing also as the hard stop that I think it was Dr. Bright that mentioned that in his presentation. Now, this one is more powerful because it is designed to protect the overall copy trading account by stopping copying when your predetermined equity threshold is reached. So let's assume you have $1,000 on your account. You can put the overall stop loss, or which is the hard stop, on that account on maybe 10% or maximum 50%. So no matter what happens in the market, if you put it on 10%, no matter what happens, once you get to a minus 10% of your equity, that is if it's $1,000, once you hit a minus $100, this stop loss will activate and you cannot lose beyond that. But then the choice is yours if you want to increase it to 20 or even, but maximum, it shouldn't go be more than 50%, or because your trade actually also still requires some breathing space to move. So between 10 to 50%, you can activate this particular equity level stop loss to protect your account. So regardless of what happens in the market, your account cannot be at risk beyond that level of exposure. So make sure you do that account. And here of what I'm saying. Here we have this particular person. Select your desired account, set your stop loss, and take profit level. You can see the equity here is about $1 million. You can see the stop loss here. The person is using a 40%, is willing to risk a 40%. So this is a hard stop. So no matter what happens in the market, this person is not exposed beyond 40%, of his account. It's a way to practice risk management, while enjoying the profits of copy trading. And next is stop copy. Now, this one completely terminates copying a provider. You are copying this particular person, and probably along the line, you're not so cool with the results you're getting, or you feel the risk or the style of that or trading on that person is not consistent with what you want as an individual. You can stop copying. It's not out of place to stop copying an individual if you are not enjoying what you're seeing anymore. So, because you are still in charge. See, when it comes to copy trading, I want you to understand that you are still very much in charge of your account. And that's why at PU Prime, our copy trading system is very, very transparent. You are still in control. You can see everything that is happening. And if you don't like it anymore, just click on stop copy and you will be disconnected from that particular signal, provider. You can also manage existing positions, in this mode. And if you stop copying someone, you still have the liberty to go and connect to another person. That you stop copying someone does not mean you have ended copy trading. No, you just don't like the service of that person. Connect to another person whom you have done proper research on, and you're sure will be able to deliver good result, and you keep enjoying the benefits of copy trading. Another risk management tool that we have on our platform is fixed lot. One of my colleagues have mentioned this. Here, you specify the exact lot size to use when copying, helping prevent the provider's position size from being replicated directly. Now, let's assume the person you're copying is trading with $10,000 and you are trading with $1,000. The capital size is not the same. Maybe that person is using a standard lot to trade. Now, if that same standard lot is applied to your own account, the risk is too high. You may end up, if the trade goes bad, it will be easy to lose your account. So in that instance, you can use the fixed lot. So you specify the lot size you want traded on your own account. So if by your own risk profile, you don't want to exceed 0.1 lot, just fix it in. Use the fixed lot option and put the 0.1. So while the person you are copying is still using his own standard lot, your own account will only be traded with a 0.1 lot and your account will be preserved. So this is a feature on our platform that helps us to practice risk management. Then we have the fixed multiple option. Here you can control the multiplier applied to the provider's trade size. For example, 0.5. So if you don't want to use the fixed one, you can use the fixed multiple. Here the 0.5 is talking about you using half of what that person is using, but then use this based on by your discretion, and you can get better guidance from your account manager. Finally, you need to also learn to diversify. Avoid putting your entire capital on one signal provider. You may copy more than one signal provider. See, there are more than 1,000 signal providers on the platform. We have quite a number of them doing well. So don't just put all your eggs, that saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Learn to diversify. When you diversify, you are also practicing risk management, because imagine you're copying one person and for some reason or the other, the trade goes bad. Then that means that since all the equity is on that person's signal, you may have a huge loss. But that can be different if you diversify your portfolio by copying more than one signal provider. In the example I have here, let's assume you have $1,000 capital or equity. You can copy one signal provider with $500 and copy another person with $500. Give or take. Both of them may do well, and you have a profit, or maybe one does bad, that one does good. The one that does good, the profit will cover for the loss of the other. But please, even in this, be careful. Don't we have what is called over trading. Don't now copy 10 signal providers as they go because they said you should diversify. No, as much as possible, just limit it to maybe 2 or maximum 3. So if you have $1,000, you can split your account, maybe $300, another one $400, and copy 3 signal providers at the same time. Such is possible on our platform. Speak to your account manager. They will guide you through our web portal where you can do that, or you can just stick with 2. But then as much as possible, diversify. Don't stick with one signal provider. All right, that will be all from my section this evening, and I'm going to be calling on the next person who will take okay, this next session is an interactive session. We're going to be doing some knowledge check on some of the things that has been done here tonight. Now, can somebody just tell me? Now, this is not part of the giveaway. Mr. Victor will still come back, for his giveaway section. Can somebody tell me what copy trade is in the comment section? Can someone just quickly tell us in a few seconds what copy trade is? Just quickly type it. What is copy trading? We've said a lot about this tonight. Okay, I'm not getting the feedback. Maybe you want us to turn it to give a okay. I think I just called Mr. Victor to come back so that you can be motivated when there's a gift to get from it. All right, Mr. Victor, over to you. Just take over this section. Is it there? Okay, Mr. Victor, we're waiting for you for the giveaway, the second segment of the giveaway.
All right. So good evening,
All
everybody.
right.
Before we go into the Q&A, we'll quickly have a giveaway right now. I mean, it is actually very nice seeing our participation and answers from the previous ones. Are we ready for this now? If you're ready, let me get a yes again. If you're ready, let me get a yes again. Okay. Very good. So while Mr. Rutimi was speaking, he mentioned some things about risk management. So just very quickly, I would like you to answer this question to which he had highlighted from his speech on risk management. So What is risk management, and or just named one of the importance of risk management from what he had said? I hope his screen is not actually displaying so that you don't pick the answers from there. So what is risk management? Okay, I can see yes. What is risk management from what he had said? What is risk management? Okay, I'm seeing a lot of answers right here. This is not explanatory. What is risk management? Okay. So risk management is not necessarily stop loss. I mean, stop loss is part of it, but it's not stop loss. Okay, you have to protect your trading capital. That's good. So I think the most clear answer right here is let me take that from what's the name now? Mr. Celestine Dawes, which say risk management. I mean, Amos, you're actually right, but your answer is coming in late. You say it helps to protect your trading capital. Very good. So, Mr. Amos, can you please, Celestine Amos, can you please drop your account number over here? So, not account number. I'm sorry. Drop your phone number, rather. Drop your phone number. Can you please drop your phone number, Mr. Celestine Amos? You're the winner for this session. All right. So this next section is actually going to be very interactive. I'll hand over to Mr. Rotimi now while I anticipate your number. So ask questions. No, not Amos. I'm saying sorry. The Amos I'm asking of is Celestine Doors, not Amos, please. Celestine Doors. Very good. So I've gotten this thing. All right. So I'll hand over to Mr. Rotimi right now to take over the session. So stay tuned. A lot is actually going to be coming in. A lot of questions are going to be answered. All right, over to you now, Mr. Rotimi.
All right, thank you for that brief session, Victor. Now we have the question and answer segment, and I'll be anchoring this along with Mr. Joshua and any member of the team that anchored any of the section. Now, this question and answer, if you have a question you want us to answer, just go ahead and type it in the comment section. We're going to read it and we're going to respond back to you immediately. So the floor is open. You have an area you are not clear about, you want us to explain, you want us to clarify, just go ahead to the comment section and type your question there right now, and we are much on ground to respond to your questions. All right, the floor is open. The floor is open. Don't forget this session, this entire webinar tonight is being recorded. So we're going to share the recording with you to watch. Okay, and then your grace. Sir, please, how do I get the recording? Don't worry, the group where you got the link to join this webinar tonight, we're going to be dropping the link to the video there so you can watch it. So maybe if you join us later and you missed a part of it, definitely by the time you watch over, you'll get all the necessary information. Is Mr. Joshua on ground tonight?
Yes, I'm on. Yeah.
All right. So somebody is asking a question. In copy trading, you talked about profit sharing. I didn't hear anything about loss sharing. Why?
Okay. So good evening, everyone, and good evening to all the presenters. I'm sure we are all ready. Okay. So taking the questions quickly. You didn't hear about loss sharing. Okay. So this is how it works. So for you are not trading alone. Yeah. So let's imagine I'll answer it with an example. Let's imagine that you are copying a particular trader, let's say trader A, and trader A picks a trade, and let's say he makes $10. Yes. So on his own account, he made the $10. On your own account, he also made $10, depending on the capital that you're using. So at the end of the day, there's something called profit share, so it's being charged. But however, if that trade was a loss, now loss sharing would now be that on his own account, he lost, let's say, $5. On your own account, he loses $5. So at the end of the day, so what is he losing? he already lost from his own trade, from your own trade as well, was a loss. So at the end of the day, there's nothing like profit sharing. So let's imagine the next trade he picks, let's say it makes $20, and on your own account it makes like $20 as well, so it balances out. So that is the concept of profit share and also loss sharing. So but then there's no concept such as, okay, you lost $5, and it's I don't know how you want to explain it, but it's not possible that you are losing and the signal provider is not even losing more. I hope I answered that question. All right. If you need more clarity, you can just type. All right. The next question is: does hard stop protect profit earned, or part of the equity, or just the deposit from clients? Okay. Hard stop. The concept of hard stop means that um you know it gives you a kind of option of what to pick. What that means is this: you can, when you click on the hard stop option, whether on the PU Prime app or on the PU Social. In fact, for people that have been joining us today, that joined from the beginning, you notice that we showed you two different platforms for copy trading. That's to tell you that PU Prime has like two major platforms, so you can use any of them. They're the same. So whether on PU Social that Dr. Bright showed you, or the PU Prime app, which is the web version or the mobile version, which Mr. Femi showed, it's the same thing. Now, when you click on hard stop, what it means is this: it means that you are telling the copy trading app, the system, that okay, when I have drawdown to a certain percentage, I want you to stop copying. I want you to pause trading. So that's what it does for you. I hope I'm able to explain it. Let me give you a practical example so you understand. So let me imagine that I set hard stop to 20%. And let's say that you know you funded, let's say, $500, and your trader has been trading, making good profit and all of that. So let's say all of a sudden there's actually a time in the market where the trading gets to, like, let's say 20%. What happens is that you are only telling the system to do what? To stop trading when it gets to that level. But however, the general thing that is normally set is 50%. What that means is that you are giving the trader more room to be able to trade. So that's what it means. Then what next level? What's other question? Can you copy two different strategy on Pure Social app using different accounts? Eh, Okay, from Mr. Amos, you said, can you copy two different? Let me get your question very well. Can you copy two different strategies on the PO Social account using two different accounts? So, what I suppose is that you have an account. Let's say your first account is, let's imagine your first account is amos1@gmail.com. Yeah. And you want to copy, and your account is signing to PU Prime, and your account number is, let's say, 1234, and you are having another account that is 4567. So what you're asking is, can you use 1234 and 4567? Both, there are two different accounts on the same login. The answer is yes. The answer is yes, you can. In fact, you can. On Build Social, you can use one account to copy two different persons, but you need an expert guidance, and you can use two different accounts on one, PU Social app signing. I hope I answered that question correct. So the next question by Mr. Wahid is: how can I get to my account manager to guide me? All right. So Mr. Wahid, I would need you to just send a message on the group. Your account manager would respond to you. So just send a message on the group, or send a message to the person that sent you the link. In fact, the person that sent you the link of this meeting is most likely your account manager. Can copy trade be done on demo accounts? From Clement. Copy trading cannot be done on demo account. That's simple. E.g., I deposited $1,000 with a hard stop level of 20%, meaning I'm risking 200. Yes. If the manager trades the capital to 1,005, you are still risking 20% in as much as you have not adjusted it. I hope I'm able to answer you. Okay, you said if the manager trades the capital to 1,5, at what level would my hard stop be triggered? At 800 or 1,3? So it's now this is it. If you funded 1,000, your hard stop level is 20%. At that level, you are risking 20%. Let's now say your capital grows to 1,5 and you don't do any change and you are still risking 20%. Your hard stop is what? You're only risking 300, you're only risking $300. So once your capital is 1,3, yeah, it's going to trigger. All right. Clement says, I open a live account, but I want to open a demo account to practice. I'm getting account details from MT4 while my live account's on MT5. So I can be trying to connect, not to get it right. What should I do? For your practice, I would suggest that you practice, you don't practice copy trading. Do you understand? What you practice is your personal trading. So that is why we don't allow copy trading for demo. Right? For your demo account, you can have your MT4 or MT5, but there is no such thing as copy trading demo copy trading. The reason is because there is nothing for you to practice. Why? Because all the statistics are there for you to make your choice. And in fact, your account manager is there also to guide you. If you want low risks, if you want medium risks, if you want high risks, it tells you what it means. In fact, a lot of people have made good money from copy trading. Like I've had tons of clients that place monthly withdrawals from copy trading. So uh, there's not such things. The what you need is make your deposit and connect your account to copy trading and start copy trading. Okay. So the next one is this. For your explanation, what I understand is that the signal provider doesn't share in your loss, because if you make a profit of $100, as an example, if he is entitled to 30% of the profit, he will be getting 30% of the profit but he wouldn't share with you if it were loss. Okay, so this Mr. Patrick question is the copy trader won't share with you in your loss. So I want you to see it, because I think you are seeing it from one aspect. If you look at it holistically, I think it will make more sense. Now, I think this would answer your question once and for all. Now, you cannot lose. You cannot lose if the person that you are copying has not lost a trade. So it's not one-sided. So for there to be a loss on your account, the person you are copying had a loss. So, and it's not just having a loss, but the pressure on the whole account is also feeling it. So, and when there's loss, it's not going to charge any profit share until it's been recovered. So, you may not see it that way, but that in itself, if a signal provider is trading, is making profit, and is not charging profit share, from the signal provider's perspective, that's a loss for him too. All right. So with that, if you have any other questions, I want you to type in the comment section. But while we're waiting for one or two more questions before we round up, we started since 7, and we want to just make this simple. I want to just keep it as brief as possible. Now, I'll say this before I, hand over the platform to my colleague. Now, with the help of technology, I'm sure a whole lot of us have discovered that, the world has moved to a modern way of actually earning. Now, are we saying that you should not trade yourself? You trade yourself. In fact, I know people that trade themselves, as Bright said, and they still have copy trading account. It's just you leveraging on other people's skills. Some people have been learning how to trade for 5 years, 10 years, 2 years, 3 years. You just copying them. You won't see them on the street. So this is where you see them on the PU Prime copy trading app. I mean, previous meetings, I tell people that would you like to copy Dangote's strategy, investment strategy? A lot of people said yes. Why? Because whatever business decision he has been making has brought him here. So you would like to copy him? Good. Why? Because of his result. And it's the same thing here. If you saw a trader that I think was it Dr. Bright also showed, a trader has about 8,000 people copying. Why? Because of result. So this for people you have never earned in trading in your life. You have never earned in trading your life. I put it to you, I put it almost categorically and say that you can start earning as soon as tomorrow morning with copy trading. Just make sure that your PU Prime account is registered, verified. Just fund it and you can copy. In fact, this is 8:44. By 10 o'clock, the market will open. Some people would have made money before you wake up tomorrow morning. So that is what copy trading gives to you. So thank you, everybody. I'll hand over to Mr. Rotimi. And this time next week, it could be any of you actually earning from copy trading.
All right, thank you, Mr. Joshua, for that section answering our questions tonight. Now, we're just in the last segment of this event tonight. I believe we've been able to pick a lot of things on copy trading and how it works. I want to see you start trading as soon as possible. You know, the beauty of copy trading is that you can connect right now, and the next 10, 20 minutes, you'll see your profit. It's as simple as that. So we expect you to reach out to your account manager after this event tonight, thereabout. And if you don't have an account with PU Prime, get registered, get funded, and start trading. Now, we've talked about different segments of this copy trading tonight. We've talked about what copy trading is, how it works, the opportunities, the risk, what it requires to get started, the target audience, who are those that should do copy trading. We said beginners, beginner traders, those who are busy. So probably you're busy, you have a 9 to 5 job, you don't have time to analyze the market, you don't even have the skill to trade, then you can get started with copy trading. Or like Mr. Joshua said, you've been learning to trade, but it's not working. There are many doors that enters into this business. There are many ways to make money, with the Forex market, and copy trading is one of those hands-free method where you don't really need to do, all you need to do is just get your account funded and connected. And the amazing thing is that you can always check your phone and see your profit coming. So get started with us immediately after this webinar tonight. Like I said earlier, the link to this recorded session will be shared in the group where you got the link to join us tonight, and you can watch it over again. So peradventure you joined late, don't worry, we got everything covered in our recording. You can watch it over and over again. And if you need any support, please reach out to your account manager. They'll be more than ready to assist you. Maybe you want to register, you want to connect to copy trading, reach out to your account manager. They'll be very available to guide. And if you don't know your account manager, just go to that group and drop that request there. I tell you that within a few minutes, your account manager will get across to you. Now, if you live in Lagos or Abuja, we have our head office in Nigeria, in Abuja. Our global head office is in Australia. We are in more than 20 countries. Precisely, we have offices in 25 countries, around the world. We have over 1 million, funded clients on our platform. And we've been doing this for over 15 years. So we're a brand you can trust. So you can get started with us immediately. And for our Abuja office, in case you're in Abuja, you want to just get across to visit our office, the address is Walk and Connect Building 50, B2 Okiwe Street, Jabi, Abuja. Just get over there. Someone will attend to you. And if you live in Lagos and its environment, you want to come back over to our office, the address is Agos Executive Lounge, 54B Adeniyi Jones Avenue, Ikeja, Lagos. We are open and would like to see you. All right, we've come to the end of this webinar tonight. I believe it's a game changer for many of us, and we want to see you start trading as soon as possible. Take care and have a wonderful night rest. Bye-bye.